Okay, well that was a pretty good bike ride to the Hoover Dam. A new path for you to get to the Hoover Dam and to avoid all the crowds as far as parking and all that. It wasn't a ghost, it was me. So come along with us as we show you a fun way to bike to the Hoover Dam and stay to the end to see our epic bike ride back. Well, hey, welcome back. The next trekking adventure. So today is kind of a cool day because we are gonna go to the Hoover Dam. We've been in Vegas now for a couple weeks, but we really haven't got to do any real adventures. We did the Vegas stuff. So this morning we're cooking a really cool breakfast on the Traeger. Smoking a T-bone steak. But we're gonna fire up the bikes, get the bikes out, and there's a really cool way to get to the Hoover Dam. So we're unchaining the bikes, getting the bikes out. It's a beautiful day here at Thousand Trails, Las Vegas, and we're gonna get going after our breakfast. But we're excited. We haven't got to ride our bikes for a couple weeks, so can't wait to show you the trail that we're gonna ride on. All right. We start our journey at the Thousand Trails, Las Vegas. It's around a 30-minute drive out to the Lake Mead Visitor Center. This is part of the National Park Services. And I would suggest before you go into the park, start your adventure, stop by the Lake Mead Visitor Center. Whether you have 1 hour or 1 week there in the park, the rangers and volunteers will help you plan an unforgettable trip. In addition to grabbing maps and brochures, you can also get your national passport stamped here at the Visitor Center. Don't forget to bring your America the Beautiful annual pass. Okay, we made it to the Visitor Center. I haven't been in here. It was always closed when we were here last time, so this ought to be interesting. The lake levels are way down from where they were when we were here last time. That's kind of been on the news a lot, even though they had some pretty good rainstorms.
Yeah.
But
just before we got here,
they have a lot of water to make up for, though, so it's going to take a little bit more. But this is super cute. Palm trees. All right, we're going to check it out. So our plan is to bike the historic railroad trail. It starts there near the Visitor Center, and our pro tip would be to leave your car there at the Visitor Center if the parking lot's full down below, and start your trek there to the Hoover Dam. Okay, well that's a pretty cool visitor center. Yep. But what we saw was full parking lot down at the trailhead. So we parked out here at the visitor center, and there's a little trail here. Yep. So we're gonna get all set up, take you on the trail. Well, the first thing we gotta do is get our bikes out. So we store our bikes in here. It's not the best, but it works for us, for what we're doing right now. The historic railroad trail is just 30 miles from Las Vegas, near Boulder City. The gravel historic railroad trail hugs the hills on the southern shoreline of the vast Lake Mead. The rail trail offers panoramic views of the man-made lake and snakes through 5 railroad tunnels on its way towards Hoover Dam. After the dam was completed in 1935, the railroad ceased operating, and in 1962 the tracks were removed. The trail opened in 1995. The best place to begin your trek is at the Lake Mead National Recreation Area Allen Bible Visitor Center trailhead. Heading northward, you'll experience 3.7 miles of desert terrain trail through the Hemingway Valley, where jackrabbits bound over washed-out gullies, bighorn sheep graze, and the usual desert-dwelling snakes and lizards are at home. On the easy white path, you first pass through a high cut in the red iron-rich volcanic rock. The cut was blasted out in 1930 for the trains to pass through, carrying stone to the dam site. As the trail curves towards the edge of Lake Mead, you'll find yourself several hundred feet above the gray-blue water. The lake views are spectacular. All along the trail, peaks of ancient volcanic mounds rise above the lake surface of this downward valley like the humps of an aquatic beast. Far in the distance, the craggy, smoke-blue South Virginia mountains rise into the clouds. Each of the 5 tunnels along the trail are 25 feet in diameter to accommodate the large equipment that pass through in this unforgiving terrain. It's impressive to consider the sheer magnitude of force needed to blast the path that was big enough to bring all that equipment through. Oh, this one's dark. I don't know what happened here. As you get closer to the dam, there is some picnic areas and some informational stands that you can stop and check out some of the history, and you can see some of the oversized power plant turbines. So once you make the trek down to the last area you can ride a bike, no bicycles over here, right? See the signs. They do have little lock areas. And so we have 2 different types of locks because I'm paranoid. The crypto, New York lock, and then just a regular combination lock. If you chose to take your bikes on the trail to get to the Hoover Dam, secure your bikes and follow the path and the stairwell down to the parking garage. You're on the 5th floor and you'll work your way down. Hoover Dam is a concrete arch gravity dam in the Black Canyon of the Colorado River, on the border between the U.S. states of Nevada and Arizona. It was constructed between 1931 and 1936 during the Great Depression by President Franklin D. Roosevelt. Its construction was the result of a massive effort involving thousands of workers and costs over 100 lives. It was referred to as Hoover Dam after President Herbert Hoover. Where else in the world can you be together but in separate states at the same time? Right here. And in separate time zones. Okay, well, we're on level 5 of the parking structure where you gotta kind of leave your bikes on the other side of it. Hope you like the dam. I hope you like the tunnels. The tunnels are super cool, right? It's a great way to get to the Hoover Dam. You avoid the crowds because there's a lot of people parking, and yeah.
Avoid the toll.
Avoid the toll, yeah. And do a hike or a bike. It's super cool, super fun. The only problem is you got to go back. Well, they're electric bikes, no worries.
It's all uphill.
Yeah, it's all uphill. So we've got a little lunch to go back to. We packed in a lunch. So we're going to have a lunch. There's a picnic table up there. But we'll see you back on the trail. Okay, bye for now. Whoa, Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? Hello. It wasn't a ghost, just me. Okay, well that was a pretty good bike ride to the Hoover Dam. A new path for you to get to the Hoover Dam and to avoid all the crowds as far as parking and all that. You got to be willing to go, what, about 6 miles, 3 some there, 3 some back.
Yep.
Product placement here. I hate mentioning brands. They're not paying you to mention brands. Are they paying you?
No.
No. But there's 2 things that made this really enjoyable. One is those. And if you want to give us bikes, we'll take a different brand bike. We owe them nothing. But, you know, having the electric bikes made it a little bit more enjoyable for us. But also, we're wearing these sexy helmets. Product placement again here. And if you want to sponsor us, you can. But having intercoms in your helmet and being able to talk back and forth and communicate, yeah, it makes it a lot more enjoyable. And so we chatter back and forth all the way.
Today was the first day we picked up somebody else's chatter.
Yeah, that was weird. Somebody else said, "Hey, we said, you're on our channel." He says, "No, you're on our channel." Anyways, so we never found the person that it was, but somehow we got somebody on our channel, which lets me know that at least the reach of these helmets are pretty good, because there was no bikes around us. A couple had gone through probably 5-10 minutes before we jumped on our bikes, and other than that, that was about it. But anyways, we hope you enjoyed that trip, and we're gonna call it a day here, so we'll see you
On our next trekking adventure.
bye for now.